The Song of the Forgotten River. In a sun-kissed valley nestled between the craggy hills of highland Africa, lay the village of Nyonka, which thrived by the banks of the Great River Asayi. The people of Nyonka revered the river, not only for its life-giving waters, but also for the magical spirit it was believed to harbor beneath its shimmering surface. Elders told tales of Kyala, the water spirit, who was said to sing a beautiful song that summoned rains, filled the fields with lush greenery, and ensured prosperity for all. But then, as if angered by a deep-seated betrayal, the river began to recede. The sun grew fiercer, the soil cracked, and the crops withered. Days stretched into weeks, and weeks into months. Nyonka was besieged by a drought that turned its people from vibrant laughter to whispers of despair. The elders gathered by the riverbank, their brows furrowed in worry, but no solution came forth. It was then that a young woman named Amara stepped from the shadows, driven by a flicker of hope sparked by dreams that haunted her nights. Amara was known in her village for her curious spirit, a heart as adventurous as the hawk soaring high above the cliffs. She spent her days helping her mother weave baskets and her brothers tend to their shrinking farms, but it was at night, when the moon cast silver beams over the village, that Amara's visions unfolded. In those dreams, she'd find herself on the banks of the river, surrounded by lush greenery and vibrant blooms, with a voice echoing through the mist, a voice that had once filled the village with harmony. It was a song, sweet as honey yet layered with sorrow, longing to be heard again. Determined to uncover the truth behind her visions, Amara sought the counsel of the village elder, Noma, who was renowned for her wisdom and connection to the river spirit. Upon arriving, Amara found Noma sitting beneath the shade of a gnarled baobab tree, her skin crinkled like the pages of an ancient book. "Child," Noma said gently, "the spirit of Asayi is restless. Only the forgotten song can awaken Kyala from her slumber." "What does the song say, Noma?" Amara asked, eyes sparkling with curiosity. "It speaks of love and unity, of streams and dreams. But it was lost, stolen away by those who sought to control the river for their greed," Noma explained, her voice trembling with the weight of memories. Amara's determination only grew. "I must find it. It is the key to awakening Kyala, and in turn, bringing life back to our people," she declared, fire in her belly. Noma sighed, "The journey will be perilous, Amara. You must seek the heart of the mountain, the place of echoing waters where the spirits of the past linger. The song may be hidden there, but beware of the elders' words, for they hold the truth of their betrayal." Without hesitation, Amara packed her belongings, a meager assortment of food, a hand-woven mat, and a small, sacred gourd containing river water. As she stepped toward the horizon, the sun dipped low, casting an amber glow over the valley, as if it were blessing her quest. With each step, Amara traversed paths embroidered with whispers of ancient secrets. She ventured through vast plains, where the acacia trees stood as silent sentinels, and crossed shallow streams that murmured tales of the past. Days turned into a blur, but the image of her village propelled her forward. Finally, after a grueling week of travel, Amara arrived at the jagged cliffs framing the mountain's summit. She stood before an entrance, a dark cavern that yawned open like a forgotten memory. The air buzzed with anticipation, and a cold breeze tugged at her shore. Taking a deep breath, she stepped inside, her heart pounding like a drum. The cavern echoed with water droplets, singing a forgotten tune that spoke of the river and its life. Inside, luminous stones gleamed like stars in the darkness. As she wandered deeper, Amara could hear the whispers growing louder, weaving tales of joy and sorrow. It was there that she encountered the spirit of the river. Dozens of shimmering figures swirled around her, their translucent forms glowing with the anguish of the forgotten song. "Who dares to awaken us?" a voice rang out, soft as a whisper yet powerful as a storm. "I am Amara of Nyonka. I seek the lost song of Kyala to restore balance to my village," she replied, standing tall despite her trembling insides. The spirit turned, an ethereal figure adorned with pearls of water, eyes luminous with the sorrow of ages. You seek what has been hidden by the selfish actions of your ancestors. The song was silenced when they dredged the river, claiming its waters as their own. They forgot the bond that once existed between the village and the river. I understand, Amara breathed, but our people are suffering. I wish to make amends. You cannot reverse the past, but you can learn from it, said the spirit. You must confront the elders of your village. They possess the knowledge to restore our bond, but they must be willing to unearth the truth they buried in their greed. With an urgency burning in her heart, Amara recalled her dreams, where the song flowed like a river within her, tugging at her consciousness. She began to hum the melody she could barely grasp, a tune whispered through her dreams, vibrant and raw. The spirits responded, joining in harmony, resonating within the cavern, each note pulling her deeper into a trance, a dance of unearthing the past. The glowing swarm of spirits enveloped her, and Amara felt the weight of their sorrow lifting. Remember, the original spirit whispered, to awaken Kyala, harmony must be restored. As they chanted together, a vision unfolded. Amara watched as the elders of Nyonka gathered by the river long ago, looking upon shimmering waters that sparkled with life. But the vision turned dark. She witnessed their decision to divert the river for their own benefit, their faces twisted with greed, the spirit's sorrow seeping into the water. The melody shattered as the rivers began to dry. Suddenly, she awoke in the cavern, panting and covered in a sheen of water droplets. The spirits had faded, leaving only the echoes of their warnings ringing in her ears. Amara gathered herself, heart pounding in reflection. But she had one final piece to uncover. She laboriously composed the song in her memory, scribbling down the notes she had heard from the spirits, shaping them into a melody that spoke of unity and love. Then, she journeyed back to Nyonka. Upon her return, Amara confronted the elders at the riverbank where echoes of laughter once danced on the currents. They met her gaze with skepticism as her heart raced. She knew they held the key but also the shame of their past. Elders of Nyonka, she called out, her voice woven with conviction. I have seen the truth. We must mend the bond with Kyala, or our village shall perish. The lost song can awaken our spirit, but it lies within our forgotten history. The elders shifted uncomfortably, shadows of guilt clouding their faces. But Amara continued, her passion igniting fire within the onlookers. Together, we must face our choices and restore balance. Only then can the magic flow through our river once more. With hesitant steps, Noma approached Amara, her hands trembling. You speak our failures, child. But with this truth comes great responsibility. The song you have written must be sung aloud, and we, the elders, must bear witness to our betrayal. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the villagers gathered on the riverbank, sharing in Amara's vision of a future restored. Together, they sang her melody, voices merging like water flowing back into the river. The song rippled across the surface, and just as it reached their crescendo, a surge of power erupted beneath the waters. The earth quaked, and the river, once resentful, responded with a surge of life. Waves danced, swirling with energy, until a figure emerged from the depths, manifesting as Kyala herself, a goddess draped in flowing blue, her laughter ringing like chimes through the vibration of the water. The song has awakened me, Kyala proclaimed, her voice echoing with ethereal beauty. You have chosen to face the past together, and in your unity, I will restore the flow of life to Nyonka. As the villagers looked on in awe, rain began to pour from the skies, drenching the land in a blessing long awaited. Crops absorbed the life-giving moisture, and cries of joy erupted from their mouths, happiness flooding their spirits. From that day forth, Amara became a revered singer of the village, her song forever etched in the hearts of her people. They would visit the riverbanks often, not merely to draw water but to celebrate their bond with Kyala, honoring the spirit with heartfelt songs rooted in truth and understanding. And though the scars of betrayal lingered, they learned to share the river story with their children, ensuring the lesson lived on through generations. In the end, under the warm golden sun, a new married river flowed, its melodies blending with the laughter of the people who had finally reckoned with their past, no longer slaves to their mistakes, but united in the flowing spirit of Kyala. The river was no longer just a source of water, it had become their home, a reminder that even the deepest wounds could be healed through the shared strength of hope, love, and music. And in that harmony, the village of Nyonka flourished once more, singing praises to the reconciled spirit who would forever watch over them.